Welcome back to WWEInsider, where we peel back the curtain on the stories that shake the WWE Universe to its core. Tonight, we're diving into a saga that's as heartbreaking as it is explosive, centered on none other than Bianca Belair, the EST of WWE, whose world has been rocked by a betrayal so raw it's left us all speechless. The Bloodline, a dynasty built on loyalty and dominance, has always been a powder keg of emotions, power, pride, and unspoken tensions simmering beneath the surface. But what happens when the family you trust becomes the source of your deepest pain? Let's unravel this emotional rollercoaster, step by step, and explore how paradise turned into a nightmare for one of WWE's brightest stars. The Bloodline's history is a tapestry woven with ambition and sacrifice. From Roman Reigns' iron grip as the tribal chief to the Usos' tag team supremacy, this family has redefined what it means to rule the ring. Bianca Belair, married to Montez Ford, found herself tethered to this legacy through love, a bond that seemed unbreakable. Yet, within the Bloodline's empire, there's always been a shadow, silent resentment, the weight of expectations, and the pressure to uphold the family name. Every member, from Jimmy to Jay to Solo Sikoa, has felt the strain of living up to Roman's vision, a vision that demands perfection but often breeds quiet discontent. It's a dynamic where loyalty is both a badge and a burden, and for Bianca, that burden was about to take a devastating toll. Bianca's journey in WWE has been nothing short of historic. She's the strongest, fastest, toughest, carving out a legacy as the longest-reigning Raw Women's Champion and a WrestleMania main eventer. Her marriage to Montez Ford, one half of the Street Profits, added a layer of personal stakes to her story, intertwining her with the Bloodline's orbit. Off-screen, their love was a beacon of joy, a real-life romance that fans adored. But behind the smiles, there were whispers of strain. The Bloodline's relentless pursuit of dominance doesn't just test its members in the ring, it seeps into their personal lives, creating cracks that no one sees until they shatter. For Bianca, those cracks were forming, unnoticed, in the heart of her paradise. Please like, share and subscribe for more WWE content. The pressure within the Bloodline isn't just about winning matches, it's about carrying a legacy that spans generations. Roman's reign as the head of the table demanded unwavering loyalty, but loyalty comes at a cost. For Montez, caught between his own ambitions with the Street Profits and the Bloodline's expectations, the weight was crushing. Backstage whispers suggest he struggled to balance his loyalty to Bianca with the demands of the family, a conflict that gnawed at him silently. The Bloodline's culture of control, where every move is scrutinized, can turn even the strongest bonds brittle. And when resentment festers in silence, it seeks an outlet, sometimes in the darkest ways. Then came the moment that changed everything. Halfway through this saga, paradise turned to nightmare. In a shocking turn, Montez Ford, the love of Bianca's life, succumbed to his demons. Reports surfaced of a violent outburst, fueled by alcohol, that left Bianca reeling. This wasn't just a betrayal of trust, it was an attack on the very foundation of their love. The details are murky, but backstage sources paint a picture of a man unraveling under pressure, his struggles with alcohol spiraling into a moment of unthinkable aggression. For Bianca, the woman who's faced every challenge head-on, this was a blow that no KOD could counter. The WWE Universe watched in stunned silence as their fairy tale love story crumbled. The aftermath of this attack is where the real pain lies. Bianca, known for her resilience, was left grappling with a wound that cut deeper than any in-ring defeat. The emotional toll was palpable. How do you reconcile love with betrayal? Backstage, the whispers grew louder. Some say Bianca's been a rock, focusing on her in-ring performance, but others note the strain in her eyes, the weight of carrying this heartbreak in silence. The Bloodline, too, felt the ripples. Roman's empire thrives on unity, but this scandal exposed fractures that could threaten their dominance. Trust, once broken, is hard to rebuild, especially when blood ties are tainted by such a personal betrayal. For the Bloodline, this incident isn't just a personal tragedy, it's a potential death knell for their legacy. The family's story has always been about power, but power built on fractured bonds is fragile. Backstage, there's talk of tension between Montez and other members, with some questioning whether he can remain in the fold. Jey Uso, who's navigated his own struggles with the family, reportedly reached out to Bianca, offering support, while Roman's silence speaks volumes. The WWE Universe is buzzing with speculation. Will this betrayal lead to a seismic shift in the Bloodline's dynamic? Could Bianca, the outsider by marriage, become the catalyst for its unraveling? The emotional scars of this betrayal run deep, not just for Bianca but for the entire WWE landscape. Fans have taken to social media, expressing heartbreak and outrage, with many rallying behind Bianca as a symbol of strength. Yet, there's a darker undercurrent. Some question whether the Bloodline's toxic culture pushed Montez to the edge. The family's legacy, once untouchable, now faces scrutiny. Is their dominance worth the cost of broken trust and shattered lives? For Bianca, the path forward is unclear. She's no stranger to overcoming adversity, but this is a fight that tests her heart, not just her strength. As we reflect on this saga, it's clear that betrayal cuts deeper than any championship loss. Bianca Belair, the EST, has always risen above challenges, but this nightmare hits different. The love of her life, turned violent by addiction, has left a wound that may never fully heal. The Bloodline's legacy, built on blood and loyalty, now teeters on the edge of collapse, its cracks exposed for all to see. Backstage, the whispers continue. Some say Bianca's planning her next move, others believe she's grappling with whether to forgive or walk away. What's certain is that this story is far from over, and its fallout will shape the WWE for years to come. In the end, this is a story of blood, betrayal, and broken trust. Bianca Belair's journey has always been about defying odds, but this is a battle she never saw coming. The Bloodline's empire, once a symbol of unbreakable unity, now faces its greatest test. As fans, we're left to ponder the cost of loyalty and the price of love in a world where power reigns supreme. Stay with WWEInsider as we follow this heart-wrenching saga, because in the WWE, the drama never ends, and the scars tell the real story. Thank you for joining us. Until next time, keep your heart strong and your eyes on the ring.